Josh Richards confirms his relationship with Mads Lewis. I'm Gabby Conti.
I'm Jacqueline Marfuji.
I'm Fiona Zaring. This is your 24/7 celebrity news.
Fans are now convinced more than ever that Josh Richards and Mads Lewis are actually dating. Josh was asked about his relationship with Mads on his podcast BFFs with Dave Portnoy, and his response was, well, telling. As when Dave asked Josh point blank, quote, "Are you hooking up with her?" Her being Mads, Josh made this face that made it look like, yeah, maybe he is, and he just doesn't want to talk about it. And perhaps Dave crossed the line by asking him that question. Josh also commented on Mads' ex Christian Plord hanging out with Mads' other ex Jaden Hossler, as Josh says he thinks this new friendship is, quote, "a weird move. I just thought it was a strange move," end quote. And that it seemed like Christian hanging out with Jaden is throwing shade at Mads, as Josh said this new friendship, quote, "has got to be a shot at Mads a little bit," end quote. Josh also confirmed that Mads is no longer dating Severin and that they did in fact break up, but it also looks like maybe Josh is using his relationship with Mads as clickbait, as not only do their TikToks together do better than most of Josh's other TikToks with over 9 million views each for the ones with him and Mads and about 1 million for just ones that he does on his own, but he just used a flirty picture of him and Mads as a thumbnail for his latest YouTube video with the clickbaity title of "We Went Out ... implying that this video is about his date with Mads Lewis, when really it's mostly just him playing hockey. So Fiona, what do you think about this? Is this a real relationship or is this just for the views?
I don't know. I feel like there are so many views coming into play so suddenly that like maybe it is for the views. The whole thing is so weird to wrap your head around, right? Like literally it's like couple swapping. Could it be for revenge? But then it's like kind of a delayed revenge. Like honestly, Jaden and Nessa have been a couple for so long at this point. Like it feels like this is a kind of delayed move if that's what they're going for. I mean, in the brief moments we've seen them together, they do look like they're having fun. They do look friendly, maybe even flirty. Like I could see it, I guess. But to me, it's interesting that Josh is saying that Severin and Jaden's friendship is a little bit weird, because isn't his and Mads, whatever this is, a little bit weird too? Even if it is real, there's so much pressure and so much interest. I feel like they have to know it's partially clickbait no matter what.
I mean, there's no denying that his YouTube video was clickbait. I mean, that was a move right out of Bryce Hall's playbook, like 110%.
Yeah.
But also we have to remember that Mads and Josh were friends when Josh was dating Nessa and Mads was dating Jaden. So Jacqueline, what do you make of this relationship? Is it real or is it fake?
I mean, isn't everything clickbait at this point, guys? I think they are actually hooking up. When you watch him talk about, her possibly coming on the podcast, I felt like he was being protective, and he had like a little twinkle in his eye, and he was very respectful of Mads when he was coming back at his co-hosts about it. So I think they actually are hooking up, and I'm here for it. I want to see them get together, and I think their dance videos are adorable. I want more.
I mean, it is very telling because, yes, he does seem, the way his face is, that expression really, I feel like, is telling us everything. Mm-hmm. Like, something for sure is going on with them, and I think he's also just leveraging it to help him with his views and stuff like that as well. Okay. Fiona, if they are dating, could you see Mads and Josh lasting?
Here's what I could think could work for these two. I feel like if there is a spark there, like you said, there was a friendship. Let's face it, as weird as it is, we know that there's probably some compatibility there because two people they dated have now been in a relationship for a long time, right? Like a little weird, but maybe it was just slightly missing puzzle pieces. But I feel like they can't make it all clickbait. They can't post together 24/7 because we've seen relationships go down that path. It adds way too many eyes, way too much pressure, and it doesn't work.
And Josh actually told us that his next relationship he won't make as public, which makes me think this isn't real. I think Josh is ready to be in a relationship. Mads might need to focus on being single. But what do you guys think about this relationship and Josh's response to the rumors? I'm Gabby Conti.
I'm Jacqueline Marfuji.
I'm Fiona Zaring. This is your 24/7 Celebrity News.